The world of professional basketball has been deeply impacted by the untimely deaths of several of its most talented players. In this video, we'll take a look at some of the most tragic deaths in NBA history, remembering the lives of gifted athletes who were taken from us too soon, from heart defects to car accidents and even murder. These deaths have sent shockwaves throughout the basketball world and left fans grieving. First, we have Pete Maravich. Maravich, also known as Pistol Pete, was a legendary basketball player who is widely considered one of the greatest players in the history of the sport. He played college basketball at Louisiana State University, where he became the all-time leading scorer in NCAA Division I history. He went on to play professionally for several teams, including the New Orleans Jazz and the Atlanta Hawks. On January 5, 1988, he collapsed on a basketball court during a pickup game and was rushed to the hospital. He was later pronounced dead at the age of 40. The cause of death was determined to be a congenital heart defect that he was unaware he had. Second, we have the untimely passing of Andre Emmett. Emmett was a professional basketball player who had a successful career in the NBA and International League. He was drafted by the Seattle Supersonics in 2004 and went on to play for several teams throughout his career. Tragically, he was shot and killed in Dallas, Texas on September 23, 2019. He was only 37 years old at the time of his death. The circumstances of his death are still under investigation. He was known for his scoring ability and his competitive spirit on the court, and was a talented player who was loved by fans and respected by his peers. His death highlights the devastating impact of gun violence on communities across the U.S. His friends, family, and fans continue to mourn his loss and remember him for the joy he brought to the game of basketball. This is just so sad, don't you guys think? Third is the story of Reggie Lewis. He was a professional basketball player who had a successful career in the NBA and was drafted by the Boston Celtics in 1987. He quickly became a fan favorite with his impressive play on the court. He was in the prime of his career when he suddenly collapsed during a playoff game in 1993. He was rushed to the hospital and later diagnosed with a heart condition. Despite attempts to save his life, he died on July 27, 1993 at the age of 27. His death sent shockwaves through the sports world and the Boston community. He was a beloved player who was known for his hard work and dedication to the game. His death was a devastating loss for the Celtics and the entire NBA. His legacy lives on through the Reggie Lewis Center, a community sports and fitness center in Boston that was named in his honor. His memory is also preserved through the Reggie Lewis Scholarship Fund, which provides financial support for student athletes in the Boston area. The following season, to pay respect to the late great player, the Celtics retired his jersey number of 35. We remember him for his incredible talent and his passion for the game of basketball. His life may have been cut short, but his impact on the sport and the Boston community will never be forgotten. Next is the tragic tale of Ricky Berry. This professional basketball player had a promising career ahead of him. He was drafted into the NBA in 1988 and played for the Sacramento Kings for 3 seasons before being traded to the Denver Nuggets. Tragically, the player's promise lost its chance to flourish when he died by suicide on August 14, 1989, at the young age of 24. His death shocked the sports world and sent shockwaves through the basketball community. He was known for his intense work ethic and dedication to the game, and was a talented player with a bright future ahead of him. His death came as a complete surprise to everyone who knew him. Leading up to his death, he had shown no signs of depression. However, he was found with a self-inflicted gun wound accompanied by a suicide note. His death highlights the importance of mental health awareness and the need for support for athletes who may be struggling with mental health issues. We remember Ricky Berry for his passion for the game of basketball and the potential he had to make a lasting impact on the sport. His life may have been cut short, but his memory lives on. Moving on to the passing of Len Bias. Len was a star player at the University of Maryland and was considered one of the best college players in the country. He was known for his athleticism and his ability to score from anywhere on the court. In 1986, he was selected by the Boston Celtics as the 2nd overall pick in the NBA draft. He was expected to be a cornerstone of the team's future and was seen as a potential successor to Larry Bird. But just 2 days after being drafted, he suffered a cardiac arrhythmia and collapsed in his dorm room. He was rushed to the hospital but was unable to be revived. He was just 22 years old. The news of his death came as a shock to the basketball world and fans of the Celtics. He was remembered for his incredible talent and his potential for greatness. His death had a lasting impact on the NBA. It sparked a renewed focus on the importance of drug education and prevention and led to stricter drug policies in the league. Len Bias will always be remembered as a promising young talent whose life was tragically cut short. His legacy will never be forgotten. Now, let's talk about the chilling mystery behind Bison Dele's death. He was a professional basketball player who had a successful career in the NBA and was known for his size and strength on the court, standing at 6'11" and weighing in at 255 pounds. He was a talented player who could play both the center and power forward positions. He was drafted by the Orlando Magic in 1991 and went on to play for several teams throughout his career, including the Chicago Bulls and the Detroit Pistons. He was an integral part of the Bulls championship team in 1997 and was known for his strong work ethic and dedication to the game. He was a larger-than-life character, an adventurer who sailed the seven seas, played multiple instruments, and rumor has it he even dated Madonna. Unfortunately, his life and career were cut short when he disappeared while on a sailing trip in the South Pacific in July 2002. His boat was later found abandoned and his body was never recovered. It's believed that Dele was killed by his older brother, who was also on the trip. His girlfriend on board was also assumed to be murdered by Bison's brother. His death shocked the sports world and sent shockwaves through the basketball community. He was a beloved player known for his fierce competition on the court. His disappearance and suspected murder remain a mystery to this day. Next on our list is the early death of Drazen Petrovic. Drazen was a Croatian professional basketball player who played for several teams in Europe and the United States. He was known for his incredible shooting ability and his fierce competitive spirit. He was born on October 22, 1964 in Šibenik, Croatia. He grew up with a love for basketball and began his professional career in Europe, playing for teams in Croatia, Italy, and Spain. In 1989, he joined the Portland Trail Blazers in the NBA. During his time in the NBA, he quickly established himself as one of the best shooters in the league. He was a three-time NBA All-Star and led the league in three-point shooting percentage in 1992. He also helped the Trail Blazers reach the NBA Finals in 1990. In 1993, he returned to Europe to play for Real Madrid in Spain, but his time with the team was stolen from him when he died in a car accident in Germany at the age of 28. The news of his death was devastating to the world of basketball and his fans and loved ones. He was remembered for his incredible talent and his passion for the game. He will always be remembered as one of the greatest basketball players of all time who left a huge void in the hearts of his fans. Rest in peace, Drazen Petrovic. And finally, to top the list of NBA deaths that shook the world, Kobe Bryant. Kobe was a five-time NBA champion and a two-time Olympic gold medalist. He was considered one of the greatest players of all time, known for his incredible skill, determination, and passion for the game. Throughout his 20-year career with the Lakers, he became one of the league's most dominant and successful players. He was a master of scoring, known for his incredible agility and accuracy on the court. He was a two-time NBA scoring champion and a 15-time NBA All-Star. He led his team to NBA championships in 2000, 2001, 2002, 2009, and 2010. He was also named the NBA Finals MVP twice and was selected to the NBA All-Defensive Team 12 times. His impact went beyond the court. He was a role model and an inspiration to many. He was known for his work ethic and his commitment to excellence, always striving to be the best at everything he did. He was also a devoted husband and father and had a passion for giving back to his community. On the day of his death, Kobe was traveling with his daughter Gianna and 7 other passengers in a helicopter when it crashed into a hillside in Calabasas, California. The accident also claimed the lives of everyone on board. He will always be remembered for his incomparable talent on the court and his indomitable spirit. He inspired countless people with his love for the game and his drive to always be the best. We'll never forget Kobe Bryant. His words and love for the game lives on and keeps him alive in our hearts. And with that, that's a wrap for this video. That was our list of the most tragic NBA deaths. Can you guys think of any we missed out on? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.